Hello, guys. Welcome back to TST's mid-innings live in the third ODI between India and England. India, as usual, lost the toss. No surprises there. Batted first. Absolutely no surprises there either. Uh, Ended up 329. No surprises there either, but just the way the innings went had a lot of surprises in it. And very interestingly, how India usually don't get the momentum up front, didn't have the momentum at the back end this time, but there was a lot of promise regardless. Joined by Rohan and Siddharth Vishwanathan from a very beautiful Mathura today. I will come to Rohan first. Rohan, क्या क्या हो क्या गया हमको लास्ट के 10 ओवर में? Because I think as Siddharth was mentioning right before the live started, we ended up around 46 for 4 in the last 10 overs. वो भी इतना this happened after a very good start, and after what after what Rishabh Pant and obviously Hardik Pandya did. This was another case of India not being able to finish the job that they started well.
Yeah, I think हम तो वही बात कर रहे थे कि different approach but same result. Eventually, 330 was the kind of target we have been setting for England in the past two games. We came up with a different approach, a full attacking mindset, but lost wickets towards in the middle, and towards the end we ended up at the same target. So yeah, I think they tried. I don't want to criticize the Indian batsmen for that. I mean, they tried a different thing. Unfortunately, lost wickets at the wrong time, every wicket. And yeah, it's like Rishabh Pant, and Hardik Pandya. Like you need to appreciate both these swashbuckling players. Like like you don't expect them to play so maturely and all, and they didn't. Like at times they showed like they played their natural game. They just went with the flow, and that's what this new Indian team is all about. Like they play fearless cricket. Would love to see Rishabh and Hardik score big hundreds as well, because today was a day when one of them or maybe both of them could have gotten past their 100 plus score. So it would have been great to see at least one of them to play that big 120, 130 run knock. But yeah, I think that was the difference between 330 and 380. If one of them had stayed till the end, it would have been a different story altogether. But still a fighting score. Like 300 is enough for me to be positive about it. So 330 is more than enough for me to be positive about India's bowling attack, and hopefully we can clinch the series with this.
I hope Rohan, your positivity gets into the bowling lineup because it's going to be very interesting. So that change of approach is that we just talked about a few minutes back. Obviously, the approach change did bring a lot of positivity for almost 35, 40 overs of the game, wherein you thought even 400 was possible at multiple moments. You saw the way Shikhar Dhawan and Rohit Sharma. Rohit Sharma still kept a similar approach, but Shikhar Dhawan changed his approach, tried to be more proactive at the start of the innings, and then after things went down, it was really heartwarming to see the approach that Rishabh Pant and Hardik Pandya put forward. Are you really keen on this kind of approach? I mean, this is what people have been wanting for quite a while, but again, we have to make sure that this approach takes us in good stead as well.
As long as you sustain the aggression, it is great.
Yeah,
When you've seen the negative impact of not maintaining that sustainability, England in the first ODI, they could not sustain it. And that is why
yeah,
they collapsed. Now, at the end of the day, if Hardik and Rishabh had stayed on till over number 45, could you have believed the amount of carnage that they could have caused? As Rohan
yeah.
said, they got out at the wrong time. Rishabh looked good for his maiden century, so did Hardik. They were striking the spinners brilliantly. I mean, there was one meme which you showed, like Kohli is treating, was looking at Moin Ali and Adil Rashid, like Shane Warne looked at Muralidharan. But these two guys were just audacious, fearless.
Yeah.
Sixes were been hit for one yet again. Shardul Thakur also showed that you could hit the sixes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrong dismissals at the wrong time. You needed one of these guys. You needed at least three of these. If not Hardik, it at least scored over 100. Or if not Rishabh, then Hardik. If not Hardik, Krunal and Shardul needed to stay on. but
Yeah.
they all got out at the wrong time. And credit to England's persistence. They didn't wilt under the heat. They didn't wilt under the pressure. They just kept at it. Mark Wood, what a revelation.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Absolutely
bowls
fantastic.
brilliantly in the death overs, and Wood showed it again today. That X factor, that pace, that length, hard for anybody to get. Look how many times he bet Krunal. And Krunal was always looking to him.
Yeah.
Wood just kept it simple. 329, unfortunately, is 50, 60 runs, way below par
Yeah.
for
After
this England
especially
line, who now want to see the momentum after what they had in the second ODI.
Yeah.
exactly. Sid, and this comes after a very good start. And as you talked about Mark Wood, I mean, he must be a captain's dream. Like, in spite of being so tired, in spite of clearly struggling under the heat, he was still being able to come back, give 140 plus balls in every ball of every over, and still manage to get the results that he wanted. Got 3 wickets as well. Fantastic bowling performance, obviously by Mark Wood. 7 overs, one maiden, three for 34 were his figures. So I mean, absolutely first class by Mark Wood, and he keeps showing why he's such a revelation. Uh, I will take a few comments and then I will come back to
Look at
Kushagra
the
as well.
average speeds. Look at
Yeah,
the average speeds that Wood generated in the second spell. It was over
yeah,
142 kmph. That was the average. Big difference, boss. Big difference.
yeah. Especially when Topley and Karan bowling at the other end in the mid 120s, 130s. I guess that extra pace of Mark Wood added a little more dimension to the English bowling, and just the persistence of Mark Wood to do really well. Seems like we are having a little bit of an issue with Kushagra here. But okay, we'll just come back to the comments quickly. Moin Moin Thalaran again, excellent. I mean, Moin Ali seems to be putting quite some questions for his former captain in the IPL, and obviously the current Indian captain. And then I guess Moeen Ali overall was very good until Hardik Pandya took him over. Masoom says Hardik will be bowling tonight. I mean, thank God if he's bowling tonight, because we need Hardik to bowl today. Even if he bowls off spin, I mean, at least give him the ball today. Meda says hello here for Rohan's positivity. Rohan, interesting. You have a lot of positive vibes that you generate, and a lot of people have come for that. That's nice to see. I said Nattu will play. Yes, Shashank Natarajan is playing, which is a very good thing. Adil Vaughan got his due after usual early magic. I mean, yeah, I mean, Adil Rashid was absolutely, I mean, he was fantastic in the early part of the game, but I think afterwards he got smacked by Rishabh Pant, and I guess even a little bit by Hardik Pandya as well. As Shashank says, Hardik and Pant were absolutely amazing. I think they it was a proper counter punch, wasn't it? Just when it looked like England had sucked all the momentum out of the Indian innings. Both of them just came through for India. And the sad part about it being that they couldn't carry it through until the 45th over, I guess. And because had they carried on, we would definitely be looking at a score of around 380. Siddharth says, "Bithado Hardik ko." This is being a very sarcastic comment. Last night we had a lot of people not wanting Hardik to play, but I think after the batting performance that he showed in Australia and especially today, I guess a lot of people who doubted Hardik will probably realize how important he is to the setup and how versatile he is as a batsman as well. But unfortunately, still hasn't got the 100, so maybe that will disappoint everyone who is a fan of Hardik Pandya. Regardless, I'll be disappointed if Pant doesn't get his place at number 5. It's curious, isn't it, Amay? There are so many batsmen who could play at number 5, and Rishabh Pant would, I mean, absolutely be fantastic. But that would essentially mean what Shashank has said. कि भाई हमें even I like Pant, but फिर we have to either bench KL or Shreyas Iyer for the ODIs. It's really curious how many players, how many good players India have, but still it's the combination, it's the team bonding, it's the proper execution of plans that is missing. You can have the greatest talent in the world, but you still need a proper game plan. And I guess that is where India's failure came in 2019. That is where it is probably still a little visible with the batting intent. And as Varun rightly says, MVP Jadeja missing. I'll come to you with this, Kushagra. We talked about this off air a little. Tom Curran could have helped us to get 360, missed him. Said says, I mean, that was interesting. Yeah, I don't mind it, to be honest, is what Amer is. Plus, Shashank Pant is an X factor player and a left hander. We need that in the middle as he can change the game. Shreyas is another anchor. Takes time to get set and hit. Varun says, yes, miss Tom Curran. Time for Nattu party, as many people are expecting. for ODI series, 3 matches or more. This series has the run rate of 6.75, which is the fifth highest in history. We give too much respect to Moeen FFS. I mean, yeah, we really do give too much respect. Unfortunately, Siddharth Vishwanathan has had to leave because of internet issues. I hope he is able to join back. Kushagar giving a tribute to Jadeja by coming in bits and pieces. Absolutely love this comment. I mean, they get fantastic. Do you think unless India get a couple of wickets in the power play, there's no chance of winning? Absolutely no chance of winning. Manjrekar wants to know KD's location. The oversized check for man of the series is heading only one way. Dinesh Karthik. Okay, I'm not sure which way he's talking about. I guess he's talking about Ben Stokes, if I'm not wrong. But let's see how that works out. I think India has chances. Bairstow, Stokes, Butler, key for today. Flintoff says, although I want England to win, I didn't want Rishabh Pant to get out. He's so good to watch. Roy Bairstow within 10 overs, what he says. Okay, we will come to how India are going to make it happen against the English batting. But one thing that we've always talked about, I think we talked about it yesterday as well, was how Washington Sundar could have potentially made way for Krunal Pandya, how India actually haven't played a specialist spinner today, and how Krunal Pandya couldn't live up to these batting expectations. Kushagra, is it a case now where probably because we did not play a proper spinner, the selection of Krunal might hurt us, that he hasn't even performed with the bat now? I mean, if it was the other way around, if his batting was, instead of it being 25 or 34, would have had it been the other way around, would have still been fine. But does this really worry India now in the bowling?
आई डोंट थिंक यार देखो सबसे पहली बात तो बिलेटेड हैप्पी बर्थडे टू रोहन आई थिंक ये पहली बार है जब मैं हम वी आर एक्चुअली ऑन द
Yeah,
सेम so it was his birthday a couple of days back so happy birthday bro hope you had a great day and
1 year older, man. There's just nothing happy about it.
I mean
One
उससे
year,
कोई बात नहीं
one year,
तेरा भी आ रहा है very soon so
just get 1 year sexier only, bro. 1 year older is not how I look at things. So please.
of course yes
Ooh,
नहीं
yes.
एकदम ये हुई ना बात तो है नहीं as in the spirit of Rohan as being 1 year sexier but talking about ये जो अपना सीरीज चल रहा है and जो बैटिंग एफर्ट हमने देखा from the start it was a little annoying because first 2-3 overs again हम लोग our openers took their time to get in but with in all fairness to the openers at least उन्होंने बॉल नहीं खाई Rohit was at 100 strike rate. Dhawan was sufficiently over 100, 67 or 56 if I'm not wrong. So they played well, and both of them got out to probably. Rohit का और कोहली का dismissal is the one that really pisses me off the most because
Yeah.
हम लोग के बैट्समैन सिंपल स्पिन नहीं रीड कर पा रहे हैं एंड मैं अभी भी बोलूंगा आदिल रशीद और मोइन अली जैसे वेरी एवरेज स्पिनर्स को हम लोग विकेट पकड़ा देते हैं जाके मुझे बहुत ही फ्रैंकली इरिटेटिंग लगता है
KD, it's not an average spinner. It's this guy, Moin Ali Dharan.
मोइन अली धरन अब जो भी है एटलीस्ट वी मेक हिम लुक लाइक इट डोंट
Yeah,
हम लोग अपनी
we
तरफ
do,
से कुछ
yes.
नहीं छोड़ते हैं कोई कसर नहीं छोड़ते हैं इंग्लैंड को इन दोनों बॉलर्स को टू मेक देम लुक लाइक एज इफ शेन वॉर्न एंड मुरलीधरन आर बॉलिंग फ्रॉम बोथ द एंड्स आई मीन रिडिकुलस की यार एंड सुनील गावस्कर का जो पॉइंट था जो कि हम लोग शायद हम लोग इस चैनल पे बोल बोल के थक गए हैं कि हमारे बैट्समैन डोमेस्टिक खेलते ही नहीं वो कभी क्वालिटी लेग स्पिन के अगेंस्ट खेलते ही नहीं वो सिर्फ उस लेग स्पिन के अगेंस्ट खेलते हैं जिसपे एक टांग बाहर निकाल के छक्का मारा जाता है तो जहां बॉलर अच्छी फ्लिपर या रॉन्ग वन डालने लग जाए हम लोग बैट्समैन आउट हो जाते हैं आप आज कोहली भले ऑफ स्पिन पे आउट हुए हैं बट लेग स्पिन पे भी ऐसी बॉल पे आउट हुए हैं
Kushagar, Amit Mishra के against नहीं खेलते ये लोग. Let's be honest. If they play against Amit Mishra, they will struggle big time.
अरे यार अमित मिश्रा छोड़ो ये लोग मैच में तो यूजी के अगेंस्ट भी नहीं खेलते यूजी तो नेट्स में ही खेलते हैं ये भी आप यूजी नहीं खेलते राहुल चहर नहीं खेलते ये लोग मैच में आपके पास कितने और लेग स्पिनर्स हैं यार आई मीन इवन वॉशिंगटन आप मुझे बताओ टेस्ट मैचेस में इफ रवि अश्विन इज बॉलिंग इज दिस बैटिंग यू थिंक दे आर स्टिकिंग अराउंड फॉर लॉन्ग
No.
bro they're not
Yeah.
that is why because the art of playing spin is slowly evaporating from the Indian batting lineup and that is a worrying point अगर वो आपका स्ट्रेंथ है तो वो एकदम ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि इट्स लाइक से कि किसी टीम का स्ट्रेंथ फास्ट बॉलिंग है तो उनके जो बैट्समैन है वो मीडियम पेस पे नहीं खेल पाते हैं ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए यार मतलब देंगे ताकि जो आपकी स्ट्रेंथ है एटलीस्ट उसको आप हैंडल तो कर लेना चाहिए बिकॉज एवरीवन इज गोइंग टू कम विद स्पिनर्स एनीवे मूविंग aside that leaving past I feel biggest concern biggest culprits of this inning are विराट कोहली और केएल राहुल इट्स नॉट कृणाल पांड्या दो कृणाल पांड्या को बहुत ब्लेम मिलेगा कृणाल पांड्या को बहुत गालियां मिलेंगी बट आप
Yeah,
देखो तो वो किस सिचुएशन में आए हैं, वो उस सिचुएशन
yeah,
में आए जब पंत आउट हो गए थे, राइट?
yeah.
पंत, जितनी
Pant
भी
and
तारीफ की जाए
yeah, yeah.
पंत और हार्दिक की, स्पेशली ऋषभ पंत की, जितनी तारीफ की जाए कम है. मतलब ही इज टचवुड, इज फ्रॉम अनदर प्लेनेट दैट बॉय. एंड मालूम नहीं क्या वो सिंगल हैंडेड
It's
सिक्सेस,
the head, right? It's
sweeps, reverse sweeps, this, that, and the
people
other.
talk about attitude, right, Kushagra, in the game. Like attitude is something that a lot of cricketers don't have. Is why they don't make it. I think with Rishabh Pant, he's been down. Some real बहुत बड़े खड्डे में घुस गए थे वो एक point पे when people had started blaming Rishabh Pant for his keeping, for his batting approach. I think Ravi Shastri talked about him not respecting the game enough, and वहां से just this ability to pull off matches for India or pull off India out of a very bad situation. ये आई थिंक इट वाज नासिर हुसैन और समवन हु मेड दिस कमेंट कि जितने मैचेस बाकी प्लेयर्स एक जिंदगी भर में अपने टीम को जिता नहीं पाते या बचा नहीं पाते उतने ऋषभ पंत ने 6 महीने में किया है एंड he keeps on providing it. And again, Hardik Pandya, Kushagra, there was a lot of question mark over his selection as well yesterday, and that he
Nonsense.
can't bat. I mean,
Nonsense.
why? If
यार
Hardik
आप
Pandya
किसको
can't
लाओगे,
bat,
किसको लाओगे? नहीं, आई डोंट गेट इट प्रथमेश. आप किसको लाओगे? एंड व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय दैट? यार आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड व्हाई द पीपल आर क्राइंग. बहुत स्पेसिफिक गेम प्लान बनाया गया है हार्दिक पांड्या की फिटनेस को वापस अचीव करने के लिए. ही विल ओनली बॉल इन टी20 क्रिकेट अनलेस एंड अंटिल इट इज एब्सोल्युटली वाइटल. पिछले मैच में अगर कोई कहना चाह रहा है मुझे कि हार्दिक अगर 3-4 ओवर डाल लेते तो मैच बच जाता, तो ऑनेस्टली दे आर ट्राइंग टू फूल देमसेल्व्स. वो मैच कभी नहीं बचना था. जस्ट लाइक आज का मैच 40-42 ओवर में खत्म होने की पूरी उम्मीद है, बिकॉज वो लोग जैसे खेलते हैं, they are very much capable of knocking this off in 40-42
yeah,
overs. So it's not going to be because it's not going to be because of Hardik Pandya bowling or not bowling which is going to impact the result. The result is going to
yeah,
be impacted by how they handle Bhuvi, how they handle Natarajan or Shardul, or whoever is bowling. How accurate can Prasidh Krishna be? Can
yeah,
he bowl? I know it is a big task, but Prasidh Krishna and Mark Wood roughly are bowling at the same pace in this series. ऐसा नहीं कि
yeah,
मार्कवुड 155 डाल रहा है, मार्कवुड भी
yeah,
150 145 ही डाल रहा है, और प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा 145 से 150 के बीच में कंसिस्टेंट डाल रहा है. कैन ही फॉलो द सेम लाइंस एज मार्कवुड इज बॉलिंग? कैन ही बी दैट एक्यूरेट? कि एंड
exactly.
कंपैरेटिवली ही विल हैव लेस हार्श कंडीशंस एटलीस्ट. मतलब इतनी गर्मी तो नहीं होगी, राइट? जितने मार्कवुड को we've seen him almost die on the pitch, man. I mean, like, he was
Yeah.
bowling, doing nothing.
You
And
remember after he took Shardul's wicket, he wasn't even in a situation to celebrate. Like, Jare de, I got a wicket fair enough. I mean, I worked hard enough.
yeah,
What is there to
yeah.
celebrate
I
in
think
that?
पहली बॉल पे चौका मार भी दिया है. हाँ,
नहीं, दो चौके,
तेज दी.
दो
Yeah.
हाँ,
दो
दो बॉल
चौके,
पे दो चौके.
दो बॉल में दो
Wonderful.
चौके जेसन रॉय ऑलरेडी मार चुके हैं. We'll take the final few comments and then come up to your predictions, both of you guys. Let's do this final is what Siddharth is saying. Varun says, saying three magical words, India is winning. That's nice. Krunal तो पिटेगा आज भी in my opinion, चाहे कोई भी जीते. Don't think we will win today. It hasn't started really well, has it? Akshay, 34 balls में at least 55-65 होते कृणाल पांड्या के. Amazing. शिवम से कुणाल तो बहुत मार खाया था. आई डोंट नो हाउ ही मैनेज्ड टू रिटेन हिज प्लेस 72 इन 6 ओवर्स. आई शशांक अपन मैच के बाद रोते अभी नहीं. शशांक स्टिल सपोर्टिंग इंडिया. उसके बर्थडे पे भी हार गई थी इंडिया. मनहूस इज व्हाट अक्षय सेज अबाउट आई थिंक रोहन्स बर्थडे. दैट्स रियली सैड. I mean, Rohan is a positivity ka dukan hai. I don't know why people would say that, but okay. Laughing with Rege apparently with Jadu coming back. KP's days are numbered. It was numbered for anyone but Jadeja. In that case, Warren Stone ko bhuli gaya. KD too. I mean, that wicket was absolutely funny. Last time India scored more runs in the first 10 overs of a home ODI batting first, and today was the 2011 Cricket World Cup semi-final versus Pakistan. We ended up at 260 something in that game, but thank God that we did not end up there today. यार ये अश्विन को इंग्लैंड इंग्लैंड कब भेज दिया is what Siddharth saying. Amit Mishra could have been useful in this series. Yes, I think I totally agree with that. Ashwin figures against India would be 7 for 5. कुलदीप को नहीं खेलना था तो सुंदर को ही लेके आते. कृणाल की जगह ऑलराउंडर हो जाता प्रॉपर स्पिनर भी. It seems like my dog
यार,
also hasn't
यार
taken
सुंदर कौन सा
well
कम
to the
पिटा
fact
था
that
यार?
I mean, yeah,
सुंदर
totally.
कौन सा कम पिटा था यार? मतलब सुंदर को भी
मुझे
खूब धुनाई हुई थी.
सबकी धुलाई हुई थी. I mean, just the fact that Bhuvneshwar was getting hit, my dog hasn't taken it kindly either. If Indian batsmen keep playing spin like this, Afghanistan will beat us this time in the World T20.
यार एक और
India
चौका
needs
यार.
एक और चौका. Take that. India needs a spin bowling coach or a coach that very much at the moment could help our batsmen and bowlers improve. Spin bowling coach, yes, please. Not Jeetan Patel, I would enough of him. कृणाल कृणाल पावर प्ले में निकालेगा रॉय और बेस्टव आज पोस्ट मैच एनालिसिस में नंगा नाच प्लीज वॉच द स्पोर्ट्स टॉयंस पोस्ट मैच लाइव यस सेड वी आर वेटिंग फॉर यू एज वेल टू जॉइन दैट पहला बॉल 4 पोस्ट का फर्स्ट व्यूअर में होऊंगा इन भाई जब तक इंडियन बैट्समैन हाथ से पिक करना चालू नहीं करेंगे तब तक ऐसे होते रहेगा ऑफ द पिच बहुत टाइम तक नहीं चलता यस आई थिंक शिवम यू आर राइट देयर आई थिंक
beauty. That is what I
Out, bold.
आउट
Jason
आउट
Roy,
आउट
bold.
बोल्ड बोल्ड बोल्ड
beauty. बहुत बढ़िया, मजा आ गया. Beauty. मजा आ गया.
it is absolutely wonderful that it has happened that a guy from Meerut has taken a wicket and another guy from Meerut is on the live celebrating. Really happy moment for Meerut as a city today. But yes, first ball 4 destruction has already started. और अगर कुछ नहीं हो तो रॉय बेस्टो by
14 for
bunches
1 है
of
after 1 over. 14 for
after
1.
one
14
over.
रन बने जरूर है, but
Exactly.
Roy out.
Destruction
ऐसे
is over for today. Destruction of the day is over. The match
नहीं,
is over. Yes, we
ये
are
बहुत
winning.
इंपॉर्टेंट रहेगा. नहीं रोहन, बिल्कुल बात सही कह रहे हो. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रहेगा अगर रन मारते भी रहे जैसे वो लोग विकेट लेते जा रहे थे, राइट?
Yeah.
Yeah.
हम लोग को भी ऐसी
Wicket
कंसिस्टेंटली
लेना
विकेट लेते
पड़ेगा.
हैं. We can't
Exactly.
allow them to settle.
I think
तुम भाई 4 चौके मार कर आउट हो जाओ उसके बाद.
it is very evident कि पिच बहुत अच्छा है बैटिंग करने के लिए. ये अब I think
पाटा एकदम पाटा.
Pata wicket. I think Gavaskar also called it a Pata wicket today in commentary, and then he had to explain it to Dominic Cock, I guess. I changed my 3 medical words to we are losing, England winning inside 35 overs. सिर्फ पिटाई की बात नहीं है. Sundar is a better spinner than Krunal, in my opinion. Yes, I think he is. He is. There is no doubt in that.
अभी मैं मना नहीं कर रहा हूँ, शशांक बिल्कुल
Yeah.
मना नहीं कर रहा हूँ, बट आई थिंक कृणाल इज अ मोर डिस्ट्रक्टिव बैट्समैन देन सुंदर.
Yeah.
तो मतलब
And
वो
I
टॉस अप है यार, टॉस अप है. एंड आज जैसी कृणाल की इनिंग्स है, आई थिंक प्रथमेश खुद बोलेंगे कि क्योंकि आई टोल्ड हिम, आई मैसेज्ड हिम एज वेल कि जितना उसने क्रेडिट अर्न किया था फर्स्ट मैच का सब बर्बाद हो गया आज. बट
Fair, yeah. But yeah, you never know what happens. Wicket, Badia, and there are a lot of positive comments from those, very disappointing comments. Tejji, please do not change your magical words, is what Siddharth says. Roy Nickel, Chal Nickel is what Varun says. Best over Stokes chahiye, 14 over in the first over. Kushagra's mom is here, keeping the tradition. I feel India has better chances to win. विकेट्स के लिए जाओ, T20 नहीं, रन्स रुका के कोई फायदा नहीं. Exactly. And on this note, Kushagra and Rohan, your final predictions. How many runs do you think India win by? I'm not going to give in question an English win because Nathan's not here.
अगर इंडिया की विन प्रेडिक्ट करनी है तो 15 रन.
Okay.
15 का उल्टा 51 कर दो मेरी तरफ से लॉक.
ये क्या शगुन का एक दे दिया तूने?
शगुन का एक दे दिया. I genuinely feel either India win by 25-30 runs or England win it by 6 wickets. It has to be either one of the two. Just the way the game's going, I don't think England are going to die until the very last wicket because they have batting. You can, like, until number 11 they can still swing the bat. And we will allow all you guys now to join the match. Thank you Kushagra and Rohan for joining. As in the words of Varun, chalo Tata will win. Aaj England will succumb to the scoreboard pressure. Although there is a guy here named Shashank who wants England to win, interestingly, and just to add a little bit of support to Nathan, maybe. But I feel India wins by 75 plus runs.
So I hope your feeling is stronger than your hope.
Yes, Shashank, absolutely. It has to be stronger than I hope. And thank you both of you, and thank you to Siddharth Vishwanathan as well who joined us before. We will see you in the post-match live at 10 p.m. provided it doesn't extend by then, but then we will try to make it at 10 p.m. regardless. And
last cheeky line ना, last cheeky line पहले all out हो जाएंगे.
Oh, chalo guys, we'll see you at 10 o'clock with the post-match live.